I've always been a fan of Jose Mourinho, and ever since he's come to Manchester United, as a Manchester United supporter, even though a lot of fans were divided by his appointment and his style of play, I've always backed him. But I can't agree with his comments after yesterday's game. Very hypocritical. First of all, he goes on to say Chelsea didn't deserve FA Cup win. Okay, that's fair enough. Emotional after the game. Uh, he's quite a bitter man, really, especially since coming to Manchester United, since his second spell in English football with Chelsea as well. He says Chelsea did not deserve to win the FA Cup, accusing them of defending with 9 players during the final. Well, what about the majority of the 38 games of the Premier League season for Manchester United? Even against the smaller teams, that is exactly what Manchester United had done. He even went on to say that Chelsea knew how to play against us. They knew that without Romelu Lukaku or Marouane Fellaini, that we have no presence. Why? The team like Manchester United shouldn't have to rely on Lukaku and Fellaini for presence. Ever since he's come in, he's moaned about the transfers, and is his time up at Manchester United? Yes, they've had a big improvement on league position this time out, 81 points. That's very respectable, but it's for style of play, and it's not just for style of play. It's how he moans about other teams playing the exact same way against his team, as if he's the only one who's allowed to park the bus. Let's see what. I'm quite curious to know what you say or what people write, because if my team plays like Chelsea did, I can imagine what people say. Well, because he's moaned so many times, the focus is always going to be on Jose Mourinho. Antonio Conte doesn't come out with these bitter comments. Maybe the odd bitter comment, but nothing like Jose Mourinho. He did give him a nice handshake at the end of the game, I guess, which was very nice. I congratulate them, but I don't think they deserve to win. I'm Manchester United manager, and I have to be respectful. Blah blah blah. And here we go. Miss the physical presence of Lukaku. It was hard for us to play without Lukaku against a team that defends with 9 players. You need that presence. And look at the players he's brought in. He's not done well in the transfer market. Eric Bailly, Lindelof, they look very shaky in defence still. Bailly, Lindelof, Matic has been a good signing. Pogba, he's not lived up to his potential. They didn't have a shot on target in the first half. But even Chelsea match winner Hazard echoed Mourinho's assessment that Chelsea adopted a defensive approach. But why is that? He's talking about Chelsea's defensive approach as if it's a negative thing, and pot calling kettle black, whatever the saying is. That comes to mind when talking about Jose Mourinho. So, do you think his time at Manchester United is up? And he said yesterday or a couple of days ago that the FA Cup would not define their season. No, but it would certainly make the fans a lot happier if they won the FA Cup. But at the end of the day, next season, the style of play has to change. He's got the players at his disposal. If someone like Pochettino was in charge of Manchester United, would he be blamed the same way as Mourinho? Would he be any worse off? I don't think he would. So serious questions need to be asked. And it's as though Mourinho doesn't even want to be there anymore. Ever since he's come, it's been a bit of a disappointment. Last season they won for Europa League, great. Charity Shields, a bit of a nothing trophy. And for League Cup, that's all great. But Manchester United expect to play a certain way. Look at all the teams under Sir Alex Ferguson. And the problem is, even adopting a defensive approach like Mourinho has since he's come in, they still finished nearly 20 points behind Manchester City in the league. and look at the way Manchester City play. They spent similar amounts of money. So let me know what your thoughts are on this subject. I thought it was very hypocritical of Mourinho to come out and make these comments. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and I'll see you all soon.